What's up, guys? Jay Romero from All Wrapped Up Customs again today. Going to be going over the Xprite chase bar install. I already installed it, but I wanted to go over some things because it's not as... a lot of these things don't come with instructions, and they just basically just want you to figure it out. I actually made custom brackets for my light bar. And let me show you what I'm talking about, but it took me about 5 hours to do because I had to cut made little frame brackets for it for the light bar to bolt into at first, and then those brackets bolt onto my roof. And I'll show you other locations other people have kind of went, and I'll show you how I routed my wiring and things like that. Let's get started. Before I get to the back wiring, I kind of wanted to go over mounting location. So there's not a set place for the light bars to be mounted to. You can pretty much mount them wherever you feel it's gonna work. I wanted something that's kind of going to be weatherproofing the light bar and not let so much weathering get to it. But you can mount it here. I saw there's a guy on YouTube. He has his light bar mounted here on a Can-Am. There's another guy with a RZR that has it mounted here as well. I don't really like it here because you're going to be jumping. It's right next to the shock. So it's going to take a lot of momentum, you know, when you're jumping and stuff. I liked it under here. One, because the roof protects it. Two, you could see it really well. Versus down here, I mean, the bars are gonna kind of chop out some of it and things like that, of course. I mean, as well as it's doing up here. But I just generally liked it just because the roof's protecting it. But yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, you can mount it on the roof, you can mount it on this part of the roof, depending on the size of your light bar. If you go with the smaller one, you can use this bar, like I said. You could use the spot that I chose, which a couple of the other people that I go riding with did as well. So yeah, let's get to the back wire. So this is my chase bar. It's from Xprite. These are the little brackets. Oops, let me find it. These are the little brackets that I made right here. They're out of a sign holder for like the DOT. I had an old one, so I just cut out about 1 inch wide, inch across. Bolted this, and as you can tell, this thing's pretty sturdy. Bolted this to the little bracket, and the bracket I bolted to my roof. I've already taken it through the river. I've already taken it, you know, in the rain, no leaks. And I tightened the crap out of it. From there, I ran my wiring. Across the frame down that way, where I ran my speaker wiring down too. And let me go around to the other side. While I'm going to the other side, let me show you where I routed my other wiring. So the switch wiring I routed through here. There's a hole in the frame. I routed part of my main light bar for the front through there, and then my chase bar harness goes down here as well with my speaker wiring, and that goes down into my amp, which is under the hood, and it also goes to the switch, which is right here, and you can see the Xprite rear strobe light switch. Now I do have my other switch on this side. It's up here, so I have kind of a dual setup right there. So I can turn it on here, or I could turn it on there, which I kind of like, because if I'm driving, I can do it. If I need a passenger to turn it on, I could have them do it. So this is where I routed my wiring down through. Goes down through my frame. I kind of drilled a little bit of a hole through so it would fit a little more wiring through, because I already had my speaker wiring going through there. And then it comes down. Let me see if I could turn on the light for you guys. Anyways, it's not gonna let me do it. Anyways, I just ran it straight across through down here, and then I tapped into my brake lights right here. Eventually, when I get my street legal kit, I'll connect it with the Polaris plug and play setup, where you don't even have to tap into anything. You just plug into right here, and everything works. But I have brake lights, reverse lights, and so far I like it. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool strobe light setup. You guys will probably see it in the next coming videos when I start to go riding. But other than that, that's the video on my chase bar. If you guys have any questions or you need any help with installing it, shoot me some comments and I'll give you some pointers on it. But that's my video for today.